Ew. What is up, family? This is your girl, Stephanie, aka Edie has to Sababa. Back here for another element read. What are we on now? Water. Let's get into it. Let's get into the vibes. Water signs. Water signs. Water signs. All right. So, divine forces of. I think somebody's calling. So, I don't know. All right. I think we're still good. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right, so let's get into the energy of the water signs, divine forces of unconditional love, light, peace, wealth, health, prosperity, and everything good, lovely, and wonderful. What does your wonderful element of water, what does the water signs need to know for their highest good at this time? Please bring us some wonderfully nurturing and spiritual catalysts for growth messages that will be received with open hearts and open minds and with joy. All right, I'm going to give this one more little shuffle up again. All right, let's get the main character energy for the water signs. Yeah. Yeah. What's the. All right, firm foundation. All right, so you guys are really getting comfortable within yourself, within your skin, really balancing out that look at that, another four, and this says foundation and achievements. So you're getting stepping into a firm foundation of self, and from that foundation you are achieving your goals, and your dreams. And I'm so happy for you guys. Like, you guys have really balanced out your emotions, are really speaking your truth with this throat chakra energy coming out here. Much better at communicating your emotions, you know, really grounding your emotions, like I said. And look at that. That's bringing in a material harvest. You are achieving your dreams and your goals and all of that jazz. All right, let's get clarification on the Four of Wands here. Um, and the Four of Wands could also speak of family and marriage as well. Maybe you're communicating better within your marriage, and that's bringing in a material harvest. And the Nine of Pentacles can also represent like a single energy as well. Maybe you spoke your truth about a marriage, and that as you are finding yourself and coming into union with yourself, maybe you're finding that the partner that you have chosen in the past to be your spouse isn't actually a good fit for you. Or, like I said previously, perhaps, you've been more grounded in your emotions, coming into union with yourself. You're able to speak more candidly, and more truthfully, and communicate your emotions much better, which is bringing in a material harvest and also helping to heal your marriage or a marriage. So, bottom of the deck, we have the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra. All right, so let's get an oracle card for later. And I believe, which sign did I do first? I think it was air. Air signs got the same card. And it's funny, I had brought up water signs within the air reading because they were kind of giving off that energy. Even though air is more about logical, they were really more in like an emotional place. And ironically, I had mentioned one of my favorite tarot readers, the House of Shun. And see, y'all got the throat chakra, and this speaks about communication. This is more of an air energy. And she had just mentioned, you know, that water signs are acting more airy. And it seemed like the energies are falling into that same category for my readings. One moment, y'all. So yeah, back to the our regularly scheduled program. Let's get into the clarifications for this Four of Wands, which could represent the family, a marriage. We have crown chakra, solar plexus chakra, and rest and rejuvenate. That's some introspection, um, material and spiritual prosperity, accelerated motion, and rejoice in celebration. Okay, so we got a lot of things going on here, but I do definitely feel like I said you're grounding your emotions, getting coming into union with yourself, and you're getting downloads from spirit that like I said, you're coming into union with yourself. You're becoming one. You're stepping in your power because again, you're water, but you're controlling that. You're more grounded in your emotions. So that is, really sparking, I feel, and igniting your creative energy. Um, and I feel like with the Four of Swords here, the rest and rejuvenate energy. You've definitely done some introspection about, um, maybe the imbalance that you were in the past with your emotions, possibly even suffering in silence, which makes this throat chakra make sense. You were suffering in silence, but you know, with this awakening of the crown chakra and the which is rejuvenating and is really amplifying your solar plexus, which is the confidence. You spirit is giving you, you're receiving downloads that are giving you more courage to express, you know, your emotions, express those toxic, maybe childhood traumas that you've experienced, allowing you to speak it out, really be vulnerable with friends and family because with the Four of Swords, it's about introspection. So maybe you're admitting that to yourself. You're finally seeing the connection between those childhood traumas, and how uh, they affected you and how they may have triggered your actions in the past, and you are coming into a more grounded place within that, accepting the toxicity that you may have um, enacted onto the people that you love around you because you are suffering in silence. But with this awakening and with this, um, realization and forgiveness of self, we have that accelerated motion. You know, you are um, able to. I feel like the saying, God can restore the years that the locust ate away. It's like you can bring back that restoration. And your ancestors are truly happy about it. Now let's get into clarifying this throat chakra. They're really celebrating you because we have the Three of Cups, which is the rejoice in celebration. All right, so clarifying the throat chakra, we have heartache and loss, mental conflict, intuition. And again, I feel like this is you being able to speak about, the heartache and loss that you experienced maybe as a child or in your life in which you were suffering in silence with, and how it brought to you a mental conflict and made you really not want to, the Two of Swords can represent not wanting to see what's right in front of you, not seeing the truth, not seeing the man in the mirror, you know, um, and probably even muddled your intuition at one point. But again, with the firm foundation being the overall energy and the foundation and achievements, which you coming into awareness of that and doing the work to heal that, is amplifying that natural um, characteristic of water, which is intuition, right? It's allowing you to stand your ground in your emotions, knowing that there now that you have more clarity, so you're not acting in um, emotional immaturity. You can stand behind your actions, and your emotions that may trigger certain actions, because you're acting in a more with more integrity, so you can stand your ground with that. And then we have triumphant success. I think that is, yes, that's the Ace of Swords. So a lot of air energy, like I was saying before, this water sign is, it's taking on more of an air energy. At first you were doing heart over mind decisions, but now you're making um, mind over heart decisions. You're thinking more logically, not emotionally, which is, exactly what, water signs are supposed to do. You're supposed to control that main energy, just like earth signs are grounded and want to know and want to be able to see. One of their weaknesses to overcome is needing to know everything, and being okay in the unknown. Just like with fire, their challenge is to be more flowy and not so rah rah rah, go go go, ready to pop off, but to learn how to be more still, you know, um, and so on and so forth. I think, what's the other one? There's four. I'm like, so there's water, earth, fire, and air. I think I kind of went through them all, but you understand. I feel so you're having triumphant success over the deception of self, like you not being able to really um, see the truth of you, you know. And then we have the magician card, and the word on here is awareness. You're becoming more aware of perhaps the manipulation that you probably used towards people. You probably manipulated people with emotions. You probably love bombed them in a narcissistic way or whatever. But you're coming into awareness of that, and how that is not walking in integrity. And we have balance here, which is the justice card. Um, you are bringing justice to yourself. You're healing karma that you may have been in the cards for you to experience, or you may have already experienced, like you know, from your emotionally immature actions. But you're stepping forward. You're taking accountability, and you're making the changes that you need to make to balance out that karma before spirit had to come in and blow your whole world up. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the bottom of the deck card is third eye. So you're definitely more in tune with your intuition in a healthy way, and using that power with integrity, versus in a manipulative way. And so that's bringing in material harvest here with the Nine of Pentacles. So the cards to clarify that is wish fulfillment. So, we just, so many, great things are happening for you because of this awareness, We have the foundation and achievements. We have the rejoice and celebration card, um, triumphant success, um, and the fulfillment of wishes. That's the Nine of Cups. You have a lot of nines. Nines represent completion. You're at the end of this cycle and you are elevating to the next level. And right now, you just got to be patient. Trust spirit because your ships are coming in. You're walking in wisdom now. Um, we have movement, choices, and decisions. You're making wise choices and decisions now. Because look at that, the universe is, or the world card, which represents the end of old cycles. You're no longer in that negative energy. And look at this here, recognition and reward, even more blessings coming in. So, with you ending that old cycle, you're walking into a new cycle of, you know, achievements, of success, of recognition and reward, of celebration. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune card. You're walking into your destiny, living your purpose. So let's get into the Oracle card. I think that's 21. 21 reduces to a 3, which is expansion. You are expanding, just like the fire sign. Oh, excuse me. And their message was kind of the same. Was it? Or was it air? No, that was air. I'm sorry. But let me read this. It says, practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what it is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. It says the seraphim are angelic beings of an extremely high vibration. They are angelic mystics in constant devotion and adoration of the divine. When we passionately fall in love with the divine face of luminous grace, whether it be a person who has entered our lives as if they've dropped straight from heaven onto earth, or we feel our heart awakening to new depths of love and meditation with our spirit guides, we are in harmony with the seraphim. When we go through a struggle and are somehow fortunate enough to recognize the protective healing action of divine grace intervening on our behalf, we can shift to such gratitude that we just want to kiss the sky and sing a love song to the universe. So you're definitely becoming closer with your spirit, with your spiritual journey. Again, like I said, this could possibly be a healing of a marriage, you know, or this healing of your emotions is bringing you to the highest vibrations, that of love and joy, and you are attracting in the love of your life, a beautiful new love that is teaching you to love deeper than you've ever have ever done before, because you're acting in emotional intelligence. That's where the air come from, the intelligence side. You're acting in emotional intelligence versus emotional manipulation, narcissistic type energy, if you get what I'm saying. It says wow, some egos project their narcissistic wounding and lack of romantic imagination onto spirit, concluding that the divine must be rather vain if it wants swarms of angels flying around constantly singing its praises. They don't understand that the divine asks for our love so it can give of itself to us. When we feel love, we are in love. Our hearts are, when we feel love, when we are in love, our hearts open and our hearts are open and receptive. The divine isn't interested in praise for its own sake, but for what we can receive when our hearts are opened by it. Ashe, ashe. When you have a beautiful experience, fall in love, enjoy the best meal of your life, see a film that awakens your mind, do you not want to tell others about it? Our world can seem a bleak and spiritually barren place, and that's probably where you were, right? We need jubilant mystical hearts who know the secret of exoteric ecstasy and are divinely drunk in their celestial communion. We need to see them happily stumbling about as love struck fools, startling our intellects with their brilliant ramblings, opening our hearts with their purposeful passions. We too need such loving delight with the divine, so we cannot help but want to call forth a wondrous gratitude and declare our love from the rooftops for all to hear and feel. This oracle brings a message straight from the divine. Let me love you. The tone 963 Hz unlocks the radiant luminosity of your light body. This body of light is the inner essence of your physical structure and yet is not constrained by it. Your light body is your internal interface between the spiritual plane and the physical plane. It is where healing, bliss, spirit, inspiration flow unimpeded. The higher worlds transmit consciousness, raising light. The higher worlds transmit conscious raising light codes directly into your body of light, affirming your original soul notes and preventing the ego from obscuring your spiritual light so that you can manifest your most authentic life path, not manipulative, not manipulating with lies and deceit, but with truth and victory. Being okay with being vulnerable and facing your fears when it comes to relationships with people and your true authentic self and path, right? um where did I yeah, here we go. This telepathy of light between spirit and your inner being gives rise to the knowing without knowing how you know. This oracle guides you to trust such inner knowledge, even if it doesn't always seem logical. Spirit is guiding you. The universe will provide ample resources to support you doing what you have come to this planet to do. There is no need to turn away from what your heart adores and every reason to embrace it with total trust. Connection with this tone plugs us into the inner intricacies of our ecstatic energy field, where we can partake of, I think of Tony Baker when I said that's why I laughed, but my bad. So we can partake of these morsels, no, partake of the miraculous medicine of love and light, and be reminded that we can handle anything that comes our way with grace, even if it's the dissolving of a marriage, right? We can handle it with grace. Spiritual infusions of light and wisdom, such as those that travel on the 963 hertz frequency, are alchemical. They are able to distill value from any circumstance and transform it. This frequency is a cosmic particle accelerator which facilitates graceful return to the loving wisdom and creative resourcefulness of spirit. Sarafef of 963 hertz brings a message that the light in whatever it arouses in your heart and alights within your being with passionate gratitude and delicious hunger for more is powerful enough to captivate, and heal you. And you can find like music. You can just put in 963 hertz and see what music comes up on YouTube. In doing so, it opens the way to manifestation. Praises to our generous, graceful, and loving universe. The healing process. You may like to work with a journal for this exercise. Contemplate and briefly describe several moments when you felt joy, gratitude, vitality, and aliveness. They may be everyday events or a special event or unusual occurrence. As you record your experiences, you might be able to open your heart with gratitude for those experiences. Excuse me. Perhaps you can cultivate a feeling of wonder and appreciation for how marvelous life can be. You might sense your life is precious. When you are ready, say the following aloud. May I connect with my own depth, sincerity, and gratitude for life. May my heart in its depth of love, capacity for awe, and appreciation of mystery be empowered and protected by the light. May I fall in love with the true beauty of my sacred life path, from the universal heart to my heart, to the hearts of all beings. May spiritual love and blessing flourish. You have completed your healing process. All right, family, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I love you all, and until next time, peace.